I think everybody has hated the Goldfinch movie. Like, seriously, the reviews for this movie are appalling. I don't think I've ever heard a positive or somewhat positive or even lukewarm response to this movie. I feel like I've just been hearing a lot of really bad things. The criticism is rough for this one. Now, I love the Goldfinch book, the novel by Donna Tartt. I've read it twice, and it is one of my favorite books. So, hearing firstly that they were adapting this very special and dear to me book to a movie, I was very concerned. And then hearing all this very negative reviews and all these awful criticism, I was mortified. So today I walked into the theater, sort of expecting to hate it and expecting really to experience a train wreck. Like I knew that my expectations were very low at this point because I knew what I was in for. And I'm here to say that I actually really liked the movie. I sort of loved it. Um, the first thing I have to say is adapting a Donna Tartt novel sounds like a ridiculous idea to me in the first place because just if you have read Donna Tartt, it's just not suited for the screen or any other media, any other format other than a literary format. The novel is Donna Tartt's thing, and why? Because Donna Tartt is very much about. She's all about characters, internal monologues, internal dialogue, internal narration, which sort of happens in the movie, but not as much. And we get a lot of detail in the book. We get a lot of beautiful, dazzling writing. Her use of language, which is just exquisite and gorgeous to read. It's very musical. Something else that she does really well on the page is creating an atmosphere, very well. So all of those things made me think, huh, turning this into a movie is going to be a complete disaster. And The Goldfinch is actually Donna Tartt's most adaptable novel, I think. If they were going to adapt one of her novels, I am glad that it was The Goldfinch and not The Secret History, because that would be awful. And certainly not The Little Friend, because I don't think that could even happen. I don't think that would be possible in the first place. So I'm glad that they went with The Goldfinch. That being said, it's not easy to adapt this book. Regardless, I feel like this movie, directed by John Crowley, did a very good job. It was a successful adaptation for me. On my part, I would say it was a very successful adaptation. It works, and I found it to be a very good effort, a very valuable, commendable effort. The word commendable always sounds a little patronizing, but I thought it was good. Now, it's not a perfect movie by any means. It's not a perfect adaptation by any means because, as we already established, they should not have even adapted this book in the first place. But there are many things to like in this movie. But there are some caveats that I want to get into. So there are many things that are there that you can enjoy. First and foremost, I do think that the structure, which has been very criticized, the structure of the narrative, the way that the movie plays with the storyline, I loved that. And this is something that people have complained about in reviews because it is very jarring. It jumps back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. The movie feels very disjointed. That is right. The movie has a lot of flashbacks and then time jumps. Yes, that's all true. I do feel that that works because the movie works or functions as a puzzle, and it asks that the audience work, and it requires and demands that the audience pay attention, and then the audience is there, present, active, engaging with the movie. Another criticism that people have made is that the movie is boring or slow paced. I do not agree. Maybe for some people this will not be their cup of tea because it's a meditative kind of story. It's not an intriguing mystery suspense movie. It's not. But if you are in the mood for something internal and sort of melancholy and very character driven, I think you will enjoy it. I never felt bored, even though it is a long movie. But I feel like that was good. That was enough. Um, the performances are something else that I enjoyed very much. Again, there are some problems and there are some casting choices that maybe I personally wouldn't have thought of, like Luke Wilson for Theo's father. Um, what's her name? Uh, she's a great actress. Sarah Paulson, who plays Xandra. She doesn't have a lot to do, but she's very good. They're all good. They're all good, even though I wouldn't have cast them myself, but they're all very good. Um, I I really liked the little boy, little Theo. I really liked young Boris. I thought his accent was distracting, but I just love that character so much that I could easily forgive the ridiculous accent. Um, I really enjoyed Ansel Elgort, which is something that people have hated about this movie, Ansel Elgort. I actually really liked the performance because I feel like Theo is a very complicated character, and he just felt like the Theo that I envisioned. The only character that I didn't really like how it was portrayed in the movie was Hobie. Hobie is portrayed in a way that felt harsher and more detached than the actual Hobie from the book. But that's maybe just my personal opinion. But I feel like every performance was very good. Um, so, like I said, the movie has a lot of things to offer, and I really enjoyed those choices, the directorial choices, the acting choices, the storyline structure choices. That is going to be very problematic for some people. Some people are going to be very thrown off by the jarringness of the structure of the story. But I personally thought it worked really well. Now, there is something that you should know before you go and watch this movie. You have to read the book first. I know. It's kind of a cliched recommendation, but in this case, it is absolutely necessary. And this is my biggest criticism to the movie is that the movie as a movie doesn't really stand on its own. You can watch it and you can sort of understand it and you can enjoy the different aspects of the movie, but if you really want to understand it, if you really want to get all the nuance, if you really want to piece the puzzle together, if you really want to feel like you are in on the joke, and if you really want to feel and appreciate the value, the metaphors, the message, the themes, all of that richness, the movie is not going to be enough. And I feel like that is the biggest problem that I see in this movie. You really have to have prior knowledge or baggage of the book. So, my recommendation is that that you read the book first, because the movie just, yeah. I feel like someone who hasn't read the book and just goes in to watch the movie, they will not really get it. Maybe they will kind of understand the basic outline, the basic plot of what happened, but a lot will be lost. So that's my experience. I really liked this movie. I feel like because I have read this book twice, because I have analyzed it and discussed it with many people, I have really delved very deeply into this book. I feel like that provided me with enough baggage and with a solid enough foundation to go into this confusing, jarring movie and really enjoy it. Yeah, that's all for today. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you have read the book. What are your thoughts? If you've watched the movie, what are your thoughts? If you have read the book, but maybe you feel resistant or reluctant to watch the movie, let me know. If you just watched the movie and you have never read the book, please let me know what your experience was like. Anyway, thanks for watching.